Now, the government has responded to the Supreme Court's recent injunction temporarily halting Portmore as the country's 15th parish. The response comes after Chief Justice Bryan Sykes issued an interim injunction on March 20, preventing the local government minister from naming a date for the law to take effect until further notice. Further court orders, that is, are made.
Last week, the People's National Party PNP followed through with its threat to sue the government to prevent it from designating Portmore as the 15th parish until full compliance with Section 67 of the Counties and Parishes Act. The government responded to the injunction issued by Chief Justice Bryan Sykes. The government lawyers told the Supreme Court that there was never an intent to enforce the new parish status before finalizing constituency boundaries for Portmore. As a result, the Supreme Court lifted the injunction today. The ruling says the defendants gave an unequivocal undertaking not to appoint a day for the Counties and Parishes Amendment Act of 2025 to come into operation until the procedure prescribed in Section 67 has been complied with and an order under Section 67 of the Constitution. This lack of communication has led to a delay in enforcing the new parish status. The government remains committed to holding off on implementation until the constituency boundaries are finalized. But the order is being celebrated as a win by the opposition, particularly Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southern, Fitz Jackson, who has long argued that the government's move is political gerrymandering.
The People's National Party is indeed pleased with this ruling, which underscores the obligation of the GLP government to respect our Constitution and the rule of law. This represents a block to the attempted gerrymandering of the constituency boundaries of Portmore by the GLP government ahead of the general elections due in 6 months.
The PNP claims that altering constituency boundaries without proper consultation undermines local governance and violates constitutional provisions that prohibit constituencies from crossing parish lines. Jackson says he expects additional constitutional issues submitted to the court to be addressed in the near future.
This includes the removal of the elected office of the mayor of Portmore, among others, by the Act. It is also very important that persons, including members of Parliament, who make comments about the role of the court regarding legislations by the Parliament, familiarize themselves with the Constitution, particularly Sections 2 and 48.
Shante McNeil, CVM News.